Hello and welcome, I'm Iko, and as you can probably hear and see from this footage, I'm not a native English speaker. In fact, I'm Italian, so sorry if I butcher some of the pronunciations throughout this video. I also didn't write a script, so sorry if I sound confused. I'm basically, speaking a language that I never speak while watching my gameplay. Anyway, I wanted to make this video because I had a bunch of these terrible invasions and they were not that good, to make clips out of for my usual videos. Nothing really cool happens in these invasions. It's just people standing basically at the bonfire, hoping that I would approach them to be deleted by their blenders. That is not very fun, of course. And by the way, as a little disclaimer, I don't hate coppers. Like, I know there's a lot of invaders out there that are a bit toxic. Like, you can spam magic, you can spam moonveil, I really don't care. If you are a copper, it's your job to help the host in any way you can do, and if you're a host, it's your job to stay alive, basically. So I don't hate that. What I hate is people not respecting my time by standing at the bonfire, basically camping. They do not respect my time, they do not respect my intelligence. I know for a fact that a lot of invaders are not that smart, like they will just rush. I don't know why, but they do that. I know because, sometimes I coop too. Besides campers, another category that I hate is blues. Of course, I hate blues. They are the worst. They are useless. They do not serve any purpose in this game. They do not add anything to the multiplayer ecosystem. They are just, gankers that spawn in every time you kill an overlevel phantom. And they promote passive gameplay, from the host perspective. If your buddy dies, you're just gonna run away from the invader and wait for a blue to spawn. Of course, the blue will die very quickly because blues are bad at the game. We all know that. And it's always funny having a 1 versus 1 with a blue. Because they just wanted to gank and now they are alone. It's so funny. Right here I wanted to hit them with the Briars of Punishment. Sometimes it works. Well, always it works. The spell doesn't care about height. If they are below you, the spell will hit, but if you are directly above them, the spell will not hit. So keep that in mind. By the way, right here you can see an amazing display of my skills. Yeah, I basically wasted all my FP and I did not hit them a single time. Here we get to see the bravest of blues. Basically he sees the red man and run away, even though his job is to kill me. Because he wasn't with his friends and didn't know how to reach them. So he will just run through the level and get damaged by regular enemies. So right here I go for the Phantom Bloody Finger because I was hoping to spawn behind them, but it does not work, of course, so I go for a second time, but it does not work. So right now we'll have a honorable 1 versus 1 duel with this blue. Of course, him being a blue means that he was actively looking for player versus player content, so right now he must be very happy. He's enjoying this, I can safely say you that. It's not like he wanted to gank with his friends. Well, they are not his friends because he's a blue and blue don't have any friends. He's not stressed or anything. This is what he wanted. He's enjoying every second of it. You are probably wondering why I'm using the ballista without the stats. Well, that's because I didn't notice it. Right now I can safely say that we are at the 18th minute of this invasion. We had a lot of fun, right? Totally worth our time. But now we see that something is happening. Oh, wow. Wow. He finally came down. And, he's dead. Now we see the blue getting also killed. Wow. Surprising. And now we can see another display of my amazing skills. So basically, I didn't know how to reach the host. The host now is, of course, going to resummon his friend, but I'm a newbie. I'm a little noob, and I don't know how to reach him because, in From Software games, you almost never do the level in the opposite direction. So sometimes backtracking to the bonfire is a bit, hard. I'm not making up excuses, by the way. That's totally true. So now he of course resummoned him and he got another blue. I think this is the fourth one. So they are attempting the same thing they did before because that worked. I didn't go for the charged there because you know, I knew he wanted to do the red circle. And now I honestly wanted not to kill the host, I wanted to kill the yellow because he gave me, you know, a lot of souls before. But he got away this time. In the next invasion, I'm using the same build featured in my Poise video. I equipped it with a great shield that has shield bash. You know, because I like the skill, I think it's pretty underrated. Anyway, they obviously get a blue instantly, and you know, if you know this map, they are basically at the bonfire, not progressing. So, you know, they get this blue and the blue rushes in, even though the host and the phantom are camping at the bonfire. And you will see sometimes this blue is retreating to the bonfire just to tell the host and the phantom to help him, but you know, they are cowards. And the blue is very stupid to help them. He could just 7 out, but no, he still wants to kill me for some reason. By the way, you can probably ask me why these players should go through the level when Red invaded them. When we just saw in the previous invasion that they got killed instantly as soon as they made progress. Well, as I said previously, this is the very reason why they don't progress. It's because they know they are not very good at the game, especially in the player versus player components. So they will just camp and hope that the invader will get impatient and you know, be killed by their trap, basically. Why this is bad? You know, you can probably tell me this is the smartest thing they can do. And you're probably right. If the only thing that you care is winning and not having fun, then yes, it's probably the smartest thing you can do. Just camp at the bonfire for 20 minutes, stay there, and maybe the invader will get impatient and get killed by you. You did a very good job. Sadly, that was, you know, very boring, both for you and for the invader. And you did not learn anything. I don't know why you should watch this video if you are a co-opper, but maybe you are watching this video and maybe you don't like invasions at all. What I'm trying to say to you is dying in this game is not that big of a deal, really. You die, you respawn in basically 3 seconds. You can resummon your friend in 10 seconds. You wasted literally nothing. Like, there is no time wasted there. You know when you waste time is when you wait 20 minutes at the bonfire not doing anything. It's just faster for you to, you know, just try it. Go through the level, make the assumption that the invader is not stupid, because sometimes they are, sometimes they are not. Go through the level, try it. Maybe you will die. It really doesn't matter, okay? You will probably learn something by doing this, because you will play the game normally. You know, you are not just trying to ambush passively someone. You are playing through the game the way it was intended, and you are interacting both with the invader, with the enemies, with the level design, and with the game in general. Basically, you are interacting with it instead of just not playing. So we'll probably learn something, and that's good. You know, when you don't learn anything, it's when you wait 20 minutes at the bonfire doing nothing. You know, talking on Discord with your friend like it's Habbo. So I hope it was clear, like what I'm trying to say. Basically, do something. It's better than doing nothing, even if you die. By dying, you waste less time. You know, if you resummon your friend, go through the loading screen that at this point in time are literally seconds, like very few seconds, especially if you play on PS5. Do this and you will waste less time. Invasions will be less frustrating because you will not waste 20 minutes. You will waste, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes, few seconds if you are really bad. You will waste less time. So please stop camping, please, because it's really boring. You will not obtain nothing by doing that. It's just boring. You are just wasting a time, both for me, the invader, both for you, the cooper. I hope that was clear. Anyway, while this invasion is going on in the background, I just wanted to say that recently I got a degree in computer science, and I'm using the knowledge I have acquired to hack other people's computers. Right now I'm hacking yours. Yes, your the viewer. I'm right now inside your computer. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm literally accessing your webcam right now, and I'm in, and oh wow, you look hot. You are very beautiful. I'll leave you alone this time. Anyway, let's get back to this boring invasion. If you know this map, you also know that here spawn the... I don't know how they're called, the one with the heavy thrusting sword, sanguine nobles, maybe. By the way, they are very strong. They are very strong enemies. So I'll just camp here. By the way, the trick with these people is having more patience than them. You know, if you literally have nothing to do like me, so you will engage with these long invasions instead of server out. You should, well, if you're already doing this, you already know, but maybe if you wanted to start doing that, know the map very well, have a lot of patience, because they will eventually either disconnect. That's frustrating, but uh, I mean, uh, they are babies basically. Um, or they will get impatient and rush at you. And if you are camping in a spot where very strong enemies spawn, they will, instantly die. So that's a good thing, of course. Anyway, now they have killed the Sanguine Noble. They are very skillful. So I'll basically do the same thing I did. I will just go back in this cave, and because there's another one that spawns. Maybe these players don't know that. Okay, so right here is where I started, getting that gamer rage inside me. Um, as you can see, I hit that player that was, hiding. I don't have the clip for that, but basically the game is very good, and it spawned me very far from this draconic church or sanctuary. I don't know how they're called. Spawned me very far, so I for 5 minutes, I walked. Um, Went to this church slash sanctuary. Got there, didn't find him. I understood he was using the mimic veil. So finally, I found him, shoot at him, and instantly disconnected. After a few minutes, I re-invaded him. This is the same dude. If you want to block him on a PSN, his name in the game is the same PSN name. And by the way, that's what they do. Right now, he didn't disconnect immediately when I found him. But that's basically what he does. If you find him, or if you kill his friend, he will disconnect. As you can see in these clips. as you can see, they were debanging, I don't know at what, but I shot him, he fell down, and so I invaded him a third time in the span of 30 minutes, I think, by the way. And now I'm just standing because I'm trying to message him on PSN to, tell him basically just disconnect right now, don't make me waste my time. But of course, he doesn't have messages active. Like, he's just delaying the inevitable anyway. But right now happens something really funny. So of course he's just using the mimic veil there. I just point at him with the cannon and he disconnects. That's funny. Okay, last invasion, finally. We invaded this dude, and as you can see, he's standing there, dual lenses with a body, using halberd. So, I'm not going to have a duel with you. Not with your friend just standing there and if you invade in these games, sometimes you find a host just pretending to have a honorable duel while his friend is standing to quote-unquote watch. He's not actually watching. Well, of course, when his friend is close to death, he will intervene and kill you. I mean, he will try to kill you. So, if you find these people, just don't have a honorable duel with them, because 99% of the time that's not what is going to happen. Only have honorable duels, quote unquote honorable duels, because if you are not in the arena, it's not a honorable duel, because the host can use a rune arc, he has more flask than you, he could potentially have blues active. So, if you find a solo host, maybe give it a shot at honorable duel if you like that stuff. Just know that he probably has blue actives. By the way, if you want to make a Thunderstang run, that's totally fine. Only one note: if you activate the Thunderstang and you're a solo host, you will only get one invader, not two. So don't be afraid of that. I wanted to make a Thunderstang run when the game first came out, but I was afraid, getting ganked by Reds as a solo host. But that's not going to happen, so you don't need to have blues active if you want to be, a honest solo host. So at this point, I just sit down. I was very depressed. So I messaged the host and just told him, look dude, A pizza just came in. I'm going to eat this pizza. It's going to take a while, and if you want to kill me, just come here and kill me. Go through the level and kill me, please. To which he responded, enjoy the pizza. I didn't took this very well. There was no pizza, by the way. I just lied, of course, because everything that I tried up until now did not work. I shooted them, I taunted them with gestures. So, the last thing to try was to message the host, and actually, yeah, it did work, as you can see. So, basically, his buddy just came in, and it's very funny because he did all this, work just to get to me and stand there. So basically he was just doing the same thing he did back at the bonfire. So now I use the phantom bloody finger to open spawn at the host. Turns out it actually works, so that's good. So I'm going to destroy this host. And by the way, I felt a little bit bad because actually after I killed him, we started messaging, and this dude was very clearly new to the Souls games. He said that he was just wanted to try this build, that it was not completed. He thought that I was cheating because right here you can see that he lagged a bit. So he was new. I explained him a few things, and it seemed like he understood. So that's good. Of course, when you talk to other people online, always be not toxic, especially if they are new, they don't know what they're doing. So just have a relaxed tone, and maybe they'll learn stuff. By the way, thanks for watching. This was probably the most difficult video I ever done. I will not make these very often. It took me a lot of time doing this video. The audio quality probably sucks. My English sucks. If you watched it all the way through, thank you. And GG, and go to invade.